These preachers, psychopathic devils driven to extreme madness by deluded beliefs, sacrifice their own followers for money. Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. In a world where the divine and the deceitful intertwine, the saga of Prophet Shepherd Bushiri unfolds like a modern-day parable. Known as Major One, Bushiri's journey from Malawi to the sprawling cityscapes of South Africa is a testament to his magnetic pull on the faithful. His enlightened Christian gathering stands not just as a church, but as a beacon of hope for many, yet it also casts a long shadow of controversy. Bushiri, with his preacher's charisma, orchestrates events that seem to defy the very laws of physics. The congregation watches, their eyes wide with wonder, as he appears to float above them, defying gravity in a feat that echoes biblical miracles. But soon, whispers circulated among the masses. The miracle was an illusion, supported by unseen hands. In another act that strains credulity, Bushiri attempts to capture the image of a spirit using an iPad. The crowd gasps as the device's screen illuminates, only for the illusion to shatter under the weight of scrutiny. The camera, meant to be a conduit to the divine, instead reveals the trickery of human hands. Despite the growing murmurs of doubt, Bushiri's lifestyle remains one of unabashed opulence. Jets slice through the skies, ferrying him across nations. Luxury cars glisten under the African sun, all funded by the offerings of those who believe in him. Yet, as his empire of faith reaches dizzying heights, the foundations begin to quake under the burden of legal challenges. Accusations of fraud, money laundering, and other nefarious deeds threaten to pull back the curtain on the man proclaimed as Major One, Pastor Chris Okafor. In another corner of this world of faith and spectacle stands Pastor Chris Okaf, the visionary behind Mountain of Liberation and Miracle Ministries. In a moment that would capture the attention of believers and skeptics alike, a woman with a withered arm is brought before him. Okafor's voice, powerful and convincing, fills the room as he speaks of breaking the shackles placed by dark witches. The congregation watches, breath held, as Okafor's hands move over the afflicted arm. For a moment, it seems as though a miracle unfolds before their very eyes. But in the age of social media, nothing remains hidden for long. Videos surface, revealing the same woman receiving similar healings in different sanctuaries. The miracle, it turns out, was a carefully orchestrated performance, leaving Pastor Okafor in a labyrinth of moral and spiritual questioning. Pastor Paul Sayangore. Meanwhile, Pastor Paul Sayangore takes the stage, claiming a miraculous direct line to the Almighty. In a service broadcast far and wide, he holds a phone to his ear, declaring he's conversing with God. The faithful listen, captivated, convinced they are witnessing a divine exchange. However, the facade of holiness crumbles when his own kin, alongside close associates, reveal the truth in a damning radio interview. The heavenly hotline is exposed as a mere theatrical ploy, shattering the illusion of Sayangora's spiritual prowess. Bishop Daniel Obinim. Across the continent in Ghana, Bishop Daniel Obinim, known as Angel Obinim, finds himself at the center of a storm of controversy. On national television, he is seen stepping on a woman's abdomen during what is claimed to be a deliverance session. The act sparked national outrage. Amnesty International calls for justice, leading to legal action against the bishop. In another televised spectacle, he disciplines teenagers, accusing them of sinful behavior. The public outcry is immediate and intense, leading to his arrest. In an unprecedented show of support, his followers descend upon the police station, demanding Obinim's release. This act of defiance against the government's authority highlights the complex interplay between faith, loyalty, and power. The siege is a testament to Obinim's influence over his congregation, but it also raises profound questions about the nature of religious leadership and accountability. Pastor Chris Okotie. Then there's Pastor Chris Okotie, whose aspirations reach beyond the pulpit to the highest office in Nigeria. Election after election, Okotie presents himself as a candidate ordained by God, promising to lead the nation with divine guidance. Yet each attempt ends in defeat, leaving onlookers to wonder about the nature of his claims. His story is one of unrelenting faith in the face of political and spiritual adversity. a narrative that intertwines the destinies of a nation and a man claiming to be chosen by the heavens. Prophet Lesigo Daniel. The story now takes us to South Africa, where Prophet Lesigo Daniel, also known as the Snake Pastor, commands a spellbound congregation. In a series of jaw-dropping rituals, he introduces live snakes into his sermons, urging his followers to demonstrate their faith by engaging in acts that defy logic and reason. They consume grass, believing it will bring them closer to God, but illness and doubt soon follow, casting a shadow over Daniel's methods. Prophet Odumeje, prophet known as the Wrestling Pastor, transforms deliverance into a spectacle of physical prowess. His services resemble a wrestling ring more than a place of worship, as he lifts, carries, and slams his followers in a show of divine power. Yet, accusations of staging miracles and empty promises of miraculous feats cast a shadow over his unorthodox methods, leaving many to question the line between faith and spectacle. Prophet Andrew Ejimadu. Prophet Andrew Ejimadu, a Nigerian prophet based in Zambia. Ejimadu claims the power to vomit money, a spectacle that draws in those desperate for financial miracles. But this extraordinary claim is met with skepticism and controversy, testing the boundaries of belief and desperation. Alpha Lukau, based in South Africa, becomes embroiled in controversy following a failed attempt to resurrect a man. The act, meant to be a display of divine power, falls apart as internet sleuths uncover the truth. The man was never dead. Luca's admission following the exposure sends shockwaves through his congregation, shaking the foundations of their faith. Paul Mackenzie. In a chilling turn of events, the nefarious deeds of the preacher Paul Mackenzie, dubbed the demon among demons, have come to light. This malevolent figure, leading the Good News International Church, has cast a dark shadow over his followers, compelling them, even children, to starve to death in a twisted quest to meet their Maker. The revelation of such a heinous act has sent shockwaves of horror and disbelief across the globe. The harrowing situation unfolded in Kenya's Kilifi County, on a sprawling 800-acre expanse, where authorities, in a dramatic raid, rescued 29 desperate souls. Tragically, over 70 lives had already been lost to Mackenzie's sinister teachings. Mackenzie, wielding his influence like a dark sorcerer, has captivated his followers, manipulating them into abandoning their lives, families, and sustenance. His enigmatic power has perplexed many, leaving them to question how one man could drive so many to forsake their basic human needs in the name of faith. This man's sermons, which once reverberated through the digital realms of YouTube, have shown a disturbing decline in recent times. His channel, once a hub of activity, now echoes with the silence of inactivity, with the last post dating back a month. In his addresses, Mackenzie fiercely condemns societal institutions, from healthcare to government, painting a bleak picture of the world. Mackenzie's relationship with the sacred texts is equally troubling. He treats the Bible more as a theatrical prop than a holy scripture, cherry-picking verses to suit his apocalyptic narrative, heavily drawn from the Book of Revelations. His teachings are a relentless drumbeat, urging followers to abandon earthly joys for a life of extreme prayer and fasting. In a rare interview, Mackenzie claimed to have been a prophet since 2003, only to cease in 2019 after allegedly hearing a divine voice. His journey, reportedly begun alongside his wife, has now culminated in a dark legacy. The full horror of Mackenzie's actions was unveiled following a thorough investigation, sparked by a formal complaint. Authorities discovered a macabre scene, over 70 bodies buried across his land, silent testaments to the grim influence of Paul Mackenzie. This discovery paints a grim picture of a man who twisted faith into a tool of manipulation and control, leading his followers not to salvation, but to their untimely demise. In this world where the miraculous and the mundane collide, these religious leaders walk a fine line between the awe-inspiring and the questionable. Their stories, marked by controversy and intrigue, captivate and confounded their followers. The drama of belief and deceit unfolds, leaving us to ponder the complex nature of spirituality and the human longing for the miraculous. This narrative, woven from the lives of these diverse figures, challenges us to reflect on the power of faith and the responsibilities that come with wielding such influence. If this touched you, please subscribe, leave a comment below. Your engagement means the world to us. Your subscription helps us grow and continue our work. Every comment, every like, is deeply appreciated. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey. Your support is our lifeline. Much love and gratitude to you.